What's going on, everybody? Got another tech review for you. Now, you saw me do the review on the EK Fluid Gaming 240 kit. Well, we're going to be putting the Liquid 240 kit, which is copper nickel-plated blocks, with a PE 240 series rad into this 450D Corsair. But that's not all we're going to be doing. We're actually also going to be putting a 1080 in it and putting that block on the 1080. Stay tuned. So this is Garrett's PC here. He asked me to do some liquid cooling work on it, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. But he's got a 1070 in here with a 6700K, 16 gigs of memory at 3000 megahertz, that's DDR4. And he wants a little bit better performance out of it. He wants a little bit cooler temperatures, so we're gonna go ahead and help make his dreams a reality. And part of that was upgrading the graphics card and doing Waterblock on that. Now, I'm sure those of you who are into water cooling are gonna say to yourself, a 240 rad won't be enough for both. You're wrong, you only need 120 millimeter surface area per rad per component, and that's assuming you're doing no overclocking. But the PE 240 in this kit is a little bit thicker than most standard 240 rads, so you actually get a little bit more overhead than you would if you just had a standard 240. The aluminum series kit that I did has the slimmest rad EK makes, and it does not have the cooling performance that this one will have. So this is why he went with this kit, and we're going to talk about this kit while we're doing everything. You'll notice that this thing comes in a much larger box too, compared to the Fluid Gaming kit, and it is a lot heavier because everything's made out of copper. And EK kind of just did it the loose packaging way. So I've got the bracket, compression fittings, fan splitter for the rad, SATA adapter, I believe, for the pump, EK premix concentrate, some black tubing, which will actually work just fine. We've got two EK Vardar fans. This right here is the X-Res pump and reservoir. Right here is our PE 240 rad. They actually include a 24-pin jumper, which I like. Makes my life a lot easier. A little baggie of hardware, Allen key to put the compression fittings in, a user's manual, which we don't need. And lastly, the Supremacy MX Uni block. Now this is based on the Supremacy Evo, but it's a little bit different, and I'll get you some shots of that in the close-up so you can see exactly what we're talking about. All right, so this pump right here is not a D5 pump. The D5 pump EK uses exclusively in their higher end kits, but that doesn't mean this pump is a slouch. All right, these DDC pumps have a really strong pressure, but they do make a little bit of noise and make a little bit more heat. So the flow rate's not quite as high as a D5, but they have stronger flow or higher head pressure at the expense of making a little bit more noise and running a little warmer. But look at this thing, man. Look at how awesome that is. Inside here you have anti-cycloning and anti-foaming adapters. We won't be using that because the EK logo in there also doubles as an anti-cycloning agent. On to the water block for his CPU. Now this is, like I said, the Uni Supremacy, not the Evo. Included in this, AMD backplate, Intel mount already on it, and then in here is your Intel backplate. And you'll notice that since this is the Uni, it mirrors the design choice that they use for the Liquid 240 kit. So it's just an acetal top, a clear acrylic top, and then a black aluminum front cover on it. So you don't get to see the inside of the jet plate and everything like that, but who cares? It's gonna look nice in the system being black with the chrome fittings, so very nice there. I'm not gonna open the fans because screw that, no need to do that, they're fans. This is the same rad that I used in the AE86 build, that's the Threadripper build, and I also use in my personal machine because the PE rads from EK have the best performance and best flow for the price, being the thickness that they are. That's the caveat. You can go with a thicker rad that has better cooling performance, but in most cases they don't fit. So this rad is kind of the perfect marriage of thickness, performance, and value. Because I mean, you're looking at it and it's about, I think it's 38 millimeters thick, but the beauty of it is you can still see light through it. So the fans per inch isn't super duper high to where you're going to be running into really loud fans to push air through it. And since it's thicker, it has more cooling power. So kind of nice to have this in this kit. That's a good choice on EK's part. All right, now let's start with the easiest bit first. Well, it's actually not even the easiest. We're gonna do the water block on the 1080. I'm gonna take a brand new graphics card, rip it all apart, and put the water block on it. Thermal pads, right there. Thermal grease and some plugs. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that thing of beauty. So this is a little trick that I learned from Jay, from Jay's 2 cents. That's actually a genius technique. Save your box when you're doing these. Gives you something to lay the card on when you flip it over. So that's kind of a nice tech tip. Thank you, Jay, for that. And on behalf of the computer enthusiast world, we salute you. That is the way that EK suggests you do these. This was a good, smart little tip from Jay's 2 cents. Once you get your block lined up,
The holes fall right through.
lets you flip it right over. So you can... Super nice block. Take a look at that thing. Very nice. Full copper, black top, like I said. Nice looking block. So it's all done, computer's all together. The EK kit actually is really nice. Full copper block, like I said. The graphics card, as you saw from the video, installation was no problem. Putting the Waterblock on there, nice and easy. We did end up reusing one of the Corsair fans to give it the red, matches the color scheme. Moved the wireless card down so the red plays well with the system. Everything's all bled, all leak tested. We are ready to rock and roll. This is Chris. If you guys found this video useful or informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you loved it. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down, tell me what you didn't like. I'll do my best to provide better content. As always, I appreciate every single amount of feedback you guys will give me. This is Chris. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night.